Well, folks, I thought I was done covering Baldur's Gate 3, but turns out Community Update 25 has a really cool feature in it, which is new playable epilogues, which gives me a reason to actually go, okay, this is news that, I haven't covered any of the last couple of patches or hot fixes because it's patches and hot fixes. Like, it hasn't been anything that revolutionary. This is really cool, though. This is new endings for everybody, essentially, and expanded endings for Laezel and Gale, which is really cool because I took both of those in my first playthrough, and I have a hard save there. So it sounds like what I need to do is immediately go do just a playthrough of that last session with my main characters so that I can see the new endings that are in here. But also, the Xbox version is coming in December, and I'm going to be really busy with Rogue Trader. But I can tell you one thing is that knowing now that there are completely new epilogues and a bunch of other stuff that's been patched in, when the Xbox version comes, I won't have time to get into it until maybe January. We'll just have to look at the schedule because it's going to depend on when like Star Wars Outlaws and Avowed and other things come into play. But I might just go ahead and start a brand new playthrough from scratch and do one of my either my Rogue or my Beast Lord. Beastmaster, sorry. We'll see. But another playthrough is going to happen on the Xbox, and I really want to see the new epilogue. So without further ado, it says here, since our launch in August, over 1.3 million players have completed Baldur's Gate 3, which is that's funny. To continue the holiday metaphor has made even the most blackened Belgian heart expand to at least 3 times its normal size. um, Okay, so to those of you who are veterans and waiting to experience, even though those of you who are waiting to experience Forgotten Realms the first time, here's another reason to come to Faerun. Patch 5, our most feature-filled patch since launch, comprised of brand new epilogues that bring closure to each player's unique journey, along with new game modes and so much more. So, Journey's End. Playable epilogues are the final chapter in your adventure. Set at a camp in High Hall with a view overlooking the city, this new playable chapter takes place 6 months after the events of the Baldur's Gate 3 story and is accessible to all players by loading the game prior to the final fight, which I need to patch up and do. The epilogue is defined by you. It's the culmination of every choice and consequence that you've made since the start of your adventure, a gigantic tree of permutations that leads to an opportunity to reflect on that journey before you say goodbye. For the writers of Larian, this final goodbye has resulted in some of the most complex writing in the game thus far, as it takes advantage of Baldur's Gate 3's reactivity across the entire adventure. That's pretty impressive considering all the permutations that could theoretically happen with all of our different playthroughs across the world. You will then experience new cinematics that reflect the story arc of your character, reunite with your companions to reminisce and trail tales, read letters sent by old friends, and keep abreast of the latest Baldur's Gate 3 news with updates from the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. Not sure where you put Scratch's ball. You can play a game of fetch using the Astral Prism instead of the Forbidden Squeaky. Though happy endings are never guaranteed, this final scene aims to bring closure to your personal story based on your choices. It's a tender moment to reflect on the last 6 months that you took on your final challenge together as a team, as well as your chance to say goodbye before the credits roll. There's new music from Bobby, brand new faces at camp, and a special cinematic ending for Gale and Laezel, depending on your choices along the way. Patch 5 also features some new clothing. Awesome. Origin characters may have received new outfits for the final party, including Shadowheart, who's going for kind of cute, they don't even know I'm in the God's favorite princess vibe. Astarion, of course. Jeez. Wow, Astarion. Buddy. Whew. Um, they've now added honor mode and custom mode. What? Honor mode ups the intensity of the tactician mode and not only makes the game more difficult in and out of combat, but also introduces over 30 new tweaks to all of the boss fights with a new legendary action system. Ooh, now bosses can perform new actions, adding twists and turns to major fights. All right. Honor mode received the golden D20. Ooh, they see me rolling. Nice job, Larian. Um, so when you inevitably die in honor mode, you'll be presented with statistics from your journey. Huh. Players who do manage to complete the entire game with honor mode enabled without dying will be awarded the coveted golden D20. Oh, that's going to be something that people are going to be pursuing a lot. That's awesome. Customize your gameplay experience for a more authentic tabletop experience. Says for those of you who aren't gluttons for punishment or perhaps want to push gameplay to its limits, you can now try out the new custom mode, which allows you to pick and choose the type of experience best for you. With many options to choose from, a few favorites include the option to hide the required roll to succeed dice checks. Ooh, that's definitely a more realistic D&D experience. You can also turn off enemy HP in battle to again simulate more closely the tabletop style. There's also a option such as to make short rests fully heal the party, disable death saving throws, hide failed perception checks, so you don't even know that there was a roll, and a lot more. There's also, it says here, an improved inventory access. Now one can people to manage the inventory of companions who are not in your active party without recruiting them first, all from a single UI. That's pretty cool. Um, Update also brings performance improvements engineered as a consequence of the Xbox version, which benefits all platforms. Okay, you can also expect to find new changes to those that become half illithid. And finally, there's some in-game credit stuff, and it says we're working on improving kisses for all romanceable companions, so expect even more new animations featuring unique snogging methods for our characters soon. And with that, after that, if you want to go dive in, you can get into the whole patch notes if you would like. Now, I know this is something that was hugely desired by the community. I saw a lot of people across the internet just talking about how many were okay with the endings. I was fine with my ending. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. But a lot of people felt like there should have been something more, and this looks like it is Larian directly listening to the community and saying, you know what, that we actually agree with. Why don't we go ahead and get that in the game for you? They don't have to agree with everything that's put out there. It's their game, it's their world, it's their way of doing things. But it is nice to see them making concessions here and there where they think that it fits within the vision that they've created, and coming out and putting out like these enhanced versions of epilogues. And for me, I'm really excited to see the new cutscenes for Gale and Laezel, because those were my primary companions on the way through. So this is a huge update. This alone was what it made it newsworthy to me. I had no idea that they added the 2 new gameplay modes. I will never play honor mode ever personally, but the customizable the customizable version, that I might tweak. I like the idea of turning off perception rolls so that I don't even know if I missed something. That would be cool. Turning off the dice roll checks so that I don't even know what I need, because that's the DM knows. Only the DM knows. Like, that shouldn't be for me. So I love the fact that I can now customize that to make it feel even closer to a unique tabletop experience. So I gotta say, Larian, I know we're still waiting. I was kind of like, my next piece of news was going to be the Xbox version is here, but you pulled me out of Baldur's Gate 3 retirement to cover this, because this is honestly a really amazing patch. Um, I can't wait to do another playthrough. I had started my Sorcerer playthrough, and then I just got sidetracked with so many other great games. And I've been doing Rogue Trader up the wazoo, and it's great. But I do love Baldur's Gate 3, and we have multiple playthroughs that will be happening over the years. So next one's coming up as soon as the Xbox version gets here and I get past Rogue Trader. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. You never miss an update. Daily streams happen at 5:30 a.m. and 8 p.m. Central, multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch. There is a massive playlist of videos that I created around Baldur's Gate 3, I think around 400. So check those out, and I'll be catching you guys in the next update, which hopefully will be the announcement of the Xbox version. And then we'll start my next playthrough. Until then, stay safe, everybody.